with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Canty. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Got his man quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the Aggies very deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air. It's Madden. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try the run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open downfield. Here he goes. Touchdown, Utah State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able...
There he goes! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball. And
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here we go. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking for a man, it's Madden. Punts it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going. On the option. Quick toss. Makes his man miss.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Utah State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Canty. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the 1st quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick-6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Trying the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Madden. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's into the open down the middle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Canty. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and he's paying dividends now in game.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll try the right side. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's caught. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The RPO, it's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Looking for a man. It's Canty. Works the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Canty. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. He's got it. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Duke. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Canty. Caught behind the line. It's Dozier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Beckett. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Beckett. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Beckett. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far.
And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Madden. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Utah State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Canty. Looking down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Scanning the field, it's Madden. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The quick out, ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running back searching for a hole. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the run, now to throw. Trying to barrel in.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dozier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
Swings it out to his running back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a 1st down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Duke. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No sh. The extra point is blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. To the air, it's Madden. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the fourth.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
59.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass, it's Canty. Hit as he throws. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to throw, it's Madden. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. got it in the middle, expected. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Aggies are threatening on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Back to pass on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I love the attitude on defense. There was nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in your own end. Step up and make a play. Second down, third down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To throw, it's Canty. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high. And David, this offense, they got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Canty. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there.